Could you give me a sense of just that last sentiment there, that this may be the dream that another world has for you?
Yeah. Well, let's see. Is it possible? I mean, I've been hounded by the following question off and on for years. Is it possible to have a memory of something you have no lived experience of? Or is that all that memories are, is just a kind of domino of stuff that happens? Is that all it is? Can you remember stuff? Is it even proper to use the word memory to describe this maybe intuitive take on things that includes stuff that never seems to have quite appeared, and yet it somehow mobilizes you or is manifest? And my answer ultimately now is absolutely, it's possible. It might even be mandatory. What is it? Well, if you credit the possibility that there's such a thing as the dead, let's start there. If the dead are not dust in a cemetery, if there's a kind of animate existence, I mean, this is very tricky language at this point, isn't it? But if there is, let's just say, if there is such a thing as the dead, if they're not done, if there's such a thing as well lived, we use that term certainly to describe people who seem to have pulled it off, then you could credit the possibility that if there's such a thing as the dead, there's probably such a thing as well dead to go with it. An accomplished dead guy, if you will. Okay. At this point, I'm now talking to you about ancestry here. If there is such a thing ongoingly as that, then who are they to you? By which I do not mean what do you insist that they mean to you, or what meaning would you have from them? I mean, who are you to them as much as anything? So let me see if I can answer the question now, or summon an answer, or plead for an answer by speaking about it. So in my corner of the world here, and it's not exclusively a quote unquote indigenous person's philosophy or understanding, but it's a pretty prevalent notion, and it's an exceedingly useful one, which goes by typically by the term of, quote, the 7 generations understanding. And the notion finally is this: when you're making important decisions about your little life, you have an obligation, a deep, abiding moral code of an obligation to consider what the consequences will be for 7 generations from now, living the results of what you put into motion with your decision. It's a very onerous obligation, but for all of that, clearly it's a citizen's obligation, and it's probably a spirit obligation as well. And there's a lot of merit to be had from trying to follow through on that. And yes, you could be somewhat paralyzed with the enormity of the calculation, but just as readily or just as likely, you'd be at least stymied without it.